In just 10 months, the coffee and donut franchise Tim Hortons opened and closed 2 stores within 3 miles of each other in Trumbull County.
What went wrong? Why did they close so quickly? First News anchor Stan Boney today investigated what happened. He's live in the studio with what he found.
Yeah, this is a complicated one. It certainly is. A spokesman for Tim Hortons says the closures of 2 stores in Girard Liberty, quote, were strategic and planned. But I also talked today with a person locally in the coffee and donut business who said for a company like this to close stores in such a short period of time, they must have been losing a lot of money. Now, the store on State Street in Girard opened in late July and closed just yesterday. It was open 4 months. That's it. The company that owns the 2 Tim Hortons, T.H. Cleveland, stated on his Facebook page that the Girard store was closing but did not give a reason. The Tim Hortons on Belmont Avenue in Liberty, it opened in March and closed 2 weeks ago on November 19th. Amy Spencer, she owns the Plaza Donuts about a block away in Liberty, and I asked her why she thinks that they closed.
We're talking about a foreign company coming in. Received as they thought. When you're in Youngstown, this is pretty much ruled by small business, and I just don't think that I think there was a little bit of overconfidence in their brand recognition.
Amy Spencer says in the first week that Tim Hortons was open, her store, Plaza Donuts, was actually busier than usual. She did not expect that, but she says since then she did notice that Tim Hortons was not all that busy. I also talked today with Girard Mayor Jim Melfi. He says after the Liberty store closed, he was concerned that the Girard store might follow. But he always thought the Girard store looked to be busy, so Melfi was surprised, but then again he wasn't. He also knows there's now a brand new building in one of Girard's prime locations, and he's confident it won't be vacant for long. Stan Boney, WKBN 27 First News.